We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New York Jets. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hayden. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to throw again. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. In motion left comes Williams. On 1st and 10. It's ETN. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Here's a 2nd and 5. They go play action with Lawrence. Finding room at midfield. Room to maneuver at the 35. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brenton Strange, 57 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, Hayden. That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play.
Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return?
That's what they're taught, but sometimes in the heat of battle, sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front when you really don't need it.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Looking to throw. Hayden.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And the Jaguars are going to take over here up near the 40.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Got his man. It's Williams. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
At the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. There he goes, left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play. They put points on the board for their team.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Jaguars 14.
The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Lawrence.
He'll get that underneath Etienne. And Etienne going to have a Jags 1st down as he gets this up past the 40.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him for the loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Now Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Going for it, here's ETN. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd down. Hayden to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to me.
Let's go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Hayden. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Hall. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Let's take it at around the 40. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing to start the drive. Hayden.
And check down complete to Hall.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from it?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Hayden. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Alan Lazard, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. What a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Hey, Jupiter.
They go play action now. Lawrence. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
They're on the 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Hayden.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
This is Lazard with a catch out left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down, Jacksonville.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
30 left.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jaguars 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Second half starts with a run by Hall.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
He finds Wilson.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
They'll try to run with Hall.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Jaguars 3-yard line.
Hall again.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Brees Hall. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
30 left.
A quick throw there out to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Jets' 42-yard line.
Hey, go! Go! Hey, kill! Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
The carry here for the big tight end. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Lawrence now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. And they'll try to run with ETN. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they make a small dent in that big deficit as it's down to 27. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blow-off material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
80 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Kirby Joseph.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready? 11. Ready.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Go, let's go. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Jaguars.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Go. Think right.
Here's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Gun. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Lawrence going to throw again.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jamison Williams.
A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air.
And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now down to 20.
Jaguars 24. Fairbairn set to kick
So
off.
after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
A give running right is Hall.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Hayden. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. To throw on 3rd down, Hayden.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
From 21 yards away.
And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
11.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Lawrence.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Now Lawrence on first down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars first down as he'll get this up to midfield.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Red on red. 11, Agate.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Take right open, open. 13, Lou.
Lawrence will throw.
They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line.
Hey, kill. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Paul again.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Two yards still to go. Third down now. They'll run with Hall.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Jags grab it. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Giants, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.